The year is 1958. China is in the throes of the Great Leap Forward, Chairman Mao Zedong's ambitious plan to rapidly transform the nation into a socialist utopia. A key tenet of this plan was the Four Pests campaign, a nationwide initiative aimed at eradicating mosquitoes, flies, rats, and sparrows. The sparrow, a seemingly innocuous bird, was targeted for its perceived threat to grain production, with Mao believing that eliminating these feathered creatures would lead to a bountiful harvest for the masses. Armed with this conviction, the Chinese government mobilized its vast population against the sparrow. Citizens from all walks of life were encouraged to participate in this nationwide extermination campaign. People took to the streets, banging pots and pans, shouting and waving flags to scare the birds from their nests. The relentless noise pollution, coupled with the destruction of nests and eggs, drove the sparrows to exhaustion, leading to their deaths by the millions. The campaign was a resounding success, at least on the surface. By 1960, the sparrow population in China had been decimated, with the species driven to near extinction within the country's borders. The government and many citizens celebrated this victory over nature, believing they had secured a brighter future for themselves and generations to come. Little did they know their actions would have devastating and far-reaching consequences. The eradication of sparrows, however, created a void in the ecosystem that would soon have dire repercussions. Sparrows, while consuming grain, also played a crucial role in regulating insect populations. With their natural predators gone, insect populations, particularly locusts, exploded across the countryside. What was once a minor nuisance quickly escalated into a full-blown plague of biblical proportions. The locust swarms descended upon China's farmlands, devouring everything in their path. Crops were decimated, leaving behind a barren and desolate landscape. The very grain that the sparrows were accused of stealing was now being consumed at an alarming rate by a far more voracious enemy. The ecological balance had been disrupted, and the consequences were proving to be catastrophic. The ecological devastation wrought by the locust plague, coupled with a series of natural disasters and misguided agricultural policies, plunged China into the throes of the Great Famine. From 1959 to 1961, the country experienced one of the deadliest famines in human history. Millions perished from starvation, their bodies ravaged by hunger and disease. The Chinese government, however, downplayed the severity of the famine, referring to it as the 3 years of natural disasters. The true extent of the disaster was concealed from the world, with estimates of the death toll ranging from 15 to 78 million. The government's denial and suppression of information only exacerbated the suffering, as aid and relief efforts were hampered by the lack of transparency. The Great Sparrow Campaign serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the potential for unintended consequences when humans attempt to manipulate the delicate balance of nature. The tragic events of this period highlight the importance of scientific understanding and the dangers of ideological dogma when it comes to environmental policy. The echoes of this man-made disaster continue to resonate today, urging us to learn from the mistakes of the past. As we face new environmental challenges in the 21st century, it is imperative that we approach them with humility, recognizing the limits of our understanding and prioritizing the preservation of our planet's delicate ecosystems. The Great Sparrow Campaign stands as a cautionary tale, a somber reminder that our actions have consequences and that interfering with the natural world can have devastating and unforeseen repercussions.